G'day, welcome back to Goldson's Gold Making Weekly Recap, The War Within, episode 40. So, in the last week, I'm up 430,634 gold. My total gold earned since the launch of the War Within expansion is currently 16,243,473 gold. I've recorded 4,967 hours across 5 WoW accounts of in-game time, which means I've averaged 3.2k gold per hour. I basically spent most of my time last week learning recipes daily on my 126 new alchemists. I have not done much on setting up the enchanting side of things, as I'm prioritizing the alchemist first. I'm also starting to make some season 3 investments, as I think it's time to start that process. I also believe that going forward, I'm not going to stream as much gold content as I normally do. But all in all, I had a pretty full-on week as usual. Stay tuned for a more in-depth review on how I track my gold and how I spent my time in the game after the intro. G'day true seekers and confused admirers, Goldson here, showing you a different mindset regarding virtual wealth creation by setting goals, minimizing the distractions, the power of being focused and consistent. My goal for the War Within is to obtain 100 million gold. Join me on my adventure where I can impart knowledge and important life lessons that has made me the person who I am today. Oh, what's going on, boys? Goldson back here with another weekly update on the journey towards 100 million gold in the War Within. We're not there yet. We're just getting started. Due to the thumbnail, you're probably thinking, oh, you didn't make too much. But on the contrary, I'm making Season 3 investments now. I'm not at liberty to disclose the information to the audience anymore, but I will disclose that information to my members on YouTube. Not that I've set it up yet, but I want to set it up. I'm taking a pure stance on just streaming on Twitch, general content and hanging out sessions. And I'm basically moving all my gold making content and helpful tips and tricks and stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes away from the public eye and moving it towards YouTube. So if you're already on YouTube, stay tuned. I'm going to set up monetization on YouTube finally, memberships, which we'll suss that out. But like, going forward, I'm definitely going to take a step back from active gold making on stream and just focus more on, just the general playing the game, and it allows me to be a bit more entertaining, and we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. But mainly the gold making side of things is definitely going to go offline, and hopefully that way it can improve my workflow. But yeah, just so you know. Yeah, but I really thank everyone supporting me on the channel, on the Twitch, especially Jimbo. We have a shout out for Jimbo. There you go, Jimbo. Thanks for the 5 gifted subs the other day. It's very much appreciated, mate. You're definitely very kind and generous in your gifting of community subs, so I appreciate it, Jimbo. Yeah, you fucking legend, mate, in my opinion. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. But just so you know, it's not necessary going forward to subscribe to me on Twitch, as I'm not going to focus on Twitch too much. I'm going to move towards YouTube streaming and YouTube members only content. So instead of, it just makes it easier because there's actually more people on YouTube and there's better growth opportunities on YouTube. Twitch is kind of like a place where we can hang out and stream like casually, and at the same time, apparently I can stream from there to YouTube at the same time. So we got to test that out on stream. But like any gold making content streams that I do, probably going in the future, will be just for members only. So yeah, just so you know, clear and transparent, I'm doing this because I want to just bring my community in-house and make it more exclusive to members who do want to support me. And then the ones that do support me financially, like Jimbo, they can get exclusive member content. That's only for people who are willing to support me financially. So that's the way I'm going forward. If you don't like it, there's plenty of other people out there. So yeah, I wish you all the best. So thank you very much. But let's jump straight into the goal review. So we had some goal reviews, and the first one where we got was learn formulated courage on all the alchemists. So I've got 126 alchemists. So formulated courage, if you don't know, is the 10-minute buff that allows you to learn multiple recipes. Not all of them, but you can get about 8 to 10 recipes, sometimes 11, 12, doesn't matter. It's just a bulk, like we call it a bootstrap. So it's like a bootstrap in the recipes, and then we use the meticulous experimentations to finally learn the rest of them on a daily basis. So we started doing that, and they said learn as many alchemy recipes as you can with experimentation. Oh yeah, we definitely did that. And then start the daily login on all the alchemists to get more recipes. So every 20 hours you can learn a meticulous experimentation. Also, there's an alchemy bag, profession bag that costs 150 acuity and a bunch of reagents that actually gives you 1% towards learning recipes, which I don't know why it's in the game, but it's completely useless. You can learn you can literally learn every one recipe a day for 2 weeks, and you'll get all of them. Less than 2 weeks you'll get all of them. So yeah, but just saying. I said gather all the treasure knowledge for each enchanter alchemist. I didn't even touch the treasure knowledge. We'll do the treasure knowledge if we've got extra time. So it's on the priority list, but we're going to put it at the bottom. And just so you know, if this is the first time on the channel, we do specialize in old army concentration builds for the purposes of gold making, and I'm currently leveling up brand new alchemists and enchanters to add into my existing old army, just so you know. The community poll this week wasn't too heavy on the votes, so we had 34 votes, but it was in relation to the horrific visions. And I said, the horrific visions are back in WoW today. What's got you most excited about this revamped event in patch 11.1.5? So first of all, I didn't do this in BFA because I didn't play. I mainly played in Shadowlands, but we did have a try on this a couple of months ago during the PTR, and it seemed pretty fun, but I've yet to step foot into it. So maybe the next stream we have a look at the horrific visions and see how much fun we can have for that. Could be interesting. But 29% of you reckon the epic Voidfire Death Cycle mount was the one that you got most excited. And personally, I think that mount looks pretty sick for my Warlock. So I'm in that camp. 26% reckons, just something fresh and different to WoW. Yeah, something fresh makes sense, even though it's fucking time gated the shit. Easy catch up gear for ult. So I haven't looked into the catch up gear, but apparently you can get catch up gear pretty easy, so we'll definitely look into that, because I do have a new streaming schedule, and I'm thinking of just streaming my progression in the game as a normal casual with gold making on the side, you know what I mean? So we normally do mainly gold making and then casual content, but now we're going to flip it around and we're going to do majority casual content, entertaining stuff, and then gold making on the side, just to be completely transparent. And then 21% of you said the challenging horrific visions game mode. So I don't know how challenging it is. It sounds like it gets pretty challenging with this many masks or something like that, but we haven't had a look at it yet. But we had one comment from Red Basket. They said, exciting about making money. Just finally started working on making gold, and this event made it possible with one of its updates. So I don't know how we're going to make gold out of the visions. We'll definitely suss it out on the next stream, possibly tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do a stream tomorrow, and I'm going to upload that condensed version onto YouTube. So going forward, people on YouTube are going to have more condensed. Basically anyone that subscribes to me on YouTube through the join button, which I haven't set up yet, are going to get more value out of my content. So condensed streams on YouTube and members only content on YouTube. And yeah, just so you know, I'm moving towards from Twitch to more focused on YouTube. So if you're already on YouTube, stay here. Yeah, and just be patient with me, please, over the next month, because we are in a busy time in the game and during this transition phase. So just so you know. But yeah, thanks for the comment too, Red Basket. Check out this week's poll, if you like, because I do a poll every week. If you want to, got any suggestions for a poll, let me know. The progression, this is the progression towards 100 million in the War Within. We're slow and steady, even though this guy's running, but we're at 16.24%, which is basically 16.24 million. That's how much gold we've made. So hopefully we definitely get towards 100 million. So we're at the moment, we've really just set up the infrastructure to get to 100 million, and beyond. I think we're going to smash 100 million. So do stay tuned to the channel, the weekly updates, and eventually, the streams and that. It's gonna get different around here. So I've had a good chat with my little AI friend, and yeah, we sort of worked out some sense. But yeah, let's move on. This is a visual graph of my projection. So this red line is my projected, from where I started to where I needed to be. So the blue line is actually my actual gold. So every week I track my gold, and this is the blue graph is the graph. So it's going up and down, up and down. But the trajectory is up. We need to get this blue line up towards the red line. But I project that we're gonna go up really high, and then we're gonna reach to 1 million, and then we're just gonna keep going above it. I reckon where this guy is, that's where we're going to be when we hit this area. That's my opinion. But this week's goals, I'm going to learn all the alchemy recipes on 126 alts. So in total, that's 1,260 recipes in total. It's 126 times 20 recipes. So there's 20 recipes to learn. So we're going to learn 2,520 recipes. So if you times that by 20, we're basically using 51,000 herbs to learn all of these recipes on a daily basis. So we're going to learn we're going to learn all the recipes, because we need the recipes to be able to get the patron orders, so we can get more knowledge points for the build. And the build we're going for is the Flask of Alchemical Chaos, which is 265 knowledge points, man. It's quite a big one. And I want to get at least 80 knowledge points on each alchemist. So that's 50 points in Alchemical Mastery, which I've pretty much already got. And then another 30 points into Fantastic Flasks, which is going to give me the biggest boost towards my leveling of these alchemists, right? And then I'm going to figure out how to level 2 enchanters at the same time. So meaning I'll have to go around and collect the treasures and the enchanting dirt piles and do the weeklies and all that stuff, and just see if I can level 2 at a time. Because if you know the biggest, shout out to my mate Rox, if he's still there watching, I still love you. Come back to me, man. But he did offer. He offered to open up Dark Moon decks or create Dark Moon decks and then send them to my alt. So that was I said, no, that's all right. I'll sort it out. So he might be upset because of that. So I haven't heard from Rockrox for a little while. So, but yeah, just so you know, I deleted everyone off my Battle.net account. So just so you know, it wasn't a targeted removal. So, but just so you know. Anyway, yeah, come back to me, Rox. I need you, man. You're a good bloke. Yeah, so I'll figure out the 2 enchanters at the same time. So if I can have 2 accounts open at the same time and just be like, okay, make a Dark Moon deck, and then make a Dark Moon deck, disenchant Dark Moon deck, disenchant Dark Moon deck, consume knowledge point. I don't know. Maybe we can increase our efficiency a little bit. I'm not sure. Well, we'll suss it out. Yeah. And unlock Dragonflight alchemy files on each alt for compulsive disorder reason. Yeah, I kind of want to extend the duration of the aerated file of Quick Hands by an extra 30 minutes to match with the War Within file. Purely OCD, quality of life, waste of time. The files are that cheap, but I'm doing it anyway. So that's my goals. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the recap. Hopefully you understand where I'm moving the channel. So it's a slow thing. Like I'm taking a bigger step back from the channel. I'm going to focus less on streaming gold making content and just sort of keep that to the side. I still want to maintain a presence on Twitch and YouTube and X, and hopefully grow my channel over time. But I'm definitely taking a step back from the whole gold making streaming side of things, and just bringing it more in-house just to my loyal followers, which I think's, it's pretty reasonable. But at the same time, still maintaining a presence on Twitch, by being myself and playing the game and having fun with the game. Because streaming gold making stuff is very repetitive, especially the way that I play. It's very repetitive and time sensitive. It's time consuming. It's all consuming, boys. Don't make the mistake. So, but I can do all that stuff offline. I can educate myself and I can talk with the AI off stream, which kind of makes a bit more sense to me. But like on stream, if you see me on Twitch, I'll just basically be playing the game how I normally play, and hopefully being a bit more entertaining along the way. But if you do like the gold making side of things, yeah, I'll definitely point you in that direction going forward. So yeah, so and you probably haven't noticed, I haven't talked about the proof of gold, but I'm moving the proof of gold section to the end of the video because it's really just a receipt. You know, the proof of gold is the receipt. Because I can say, oh, I've got 35 million gold or 300 million gold. People will be like, oh, well, show us. Bullshit. We don't believe you. So every week I put the receipt at the end of the video now, and hopefully a little bonus tip at the end if you stay to the end. But yeah, we'll see you next week, or we'll see you on stream. Thanks for watching this week's episode, and I hope you have a good weekend, boys. Take it easy. I love you all, and study Bitcoin. It's good for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, proof of gold time. Thanks for watching the video. I'm obviously putting this segment at the end of the video instead of during the middle, just to try and see if it's actually better. Because really the proof of gold section is really just a receipt showing, basically a receipt telling that I do have this much liquid gold. So we're going to log straight into the first 4 accounts, and then we're going to look at putting that into the spreadsheet. So, all right, so we're logged in here. Just going to bring up Altaholic on each account. Alrighty, so there's the 4 accounts. So we'll scroll down to the bottom so you can hopefully see everything. All right, so and now I'm going to add in my little tally. So really, we're just going to put in the gold. So the first lot of gold is 1583276 for account 1. Account 2 is 1599983. Account 3 is 1138871, and the 4th account is 111975. Beautiful. And we should also put the time played. So the time played is 464 12-18 minutes, and then we got 82 days 7 hours 4 minutes, then 27 days 14 hours 27 minutes, and then last one is 25 days 17 hours 33 minutes. All right, so I'll have a look at my page just so you know. So this is the time played, and this is the current gold tracking. So we got to log in to the 5th account first. So right now I'm just going to log off my other account. All right, so we'll log into the 5th account now. So this is the main account. Well, it's the last account, but it's the main one for posting auctions and stuff. And this is the one where I open the Warband Bank. So I'll check the Guild Bank, the Warband Bank, and then this account's total gold and played. All right, so the Guild Bank is 576 786. It really hasn't changed at all. So I don't really put gold in here, but yeah, if anything I put stuff in there that I'm going to sell later. What do we got here? So we've got a Warband Bank to give that a little clean up. So the Warband Bank is 28143 339, Roger. And then we can go outside, or we'll go outside anyway, and we will open up this Altaholic account here, and we'll just add in the amount of gold. So it's 1154849, righto. And then the time played is 18 days 3 hours 29 minutes. Beautiful. So we can exit game out of there, and we'll go across to the main sheet. All right, so we put our time in and we've got our gold. Let's swipe to the left, and then we're going to go through it. All right, so for 27th of May 2025 at week War Within episode 40, our current balance is 35,316,856 gold. So we have increased by 430,000. So this week's definitely a stark difference to last week due to some season 3 investments, which I will not talk about until a later date, just because I think I'm giving too much information away, to be honest. But yeah, we're working on all the monetary things that I do in the game. I'm going to put it behind a paywall just because of how competitive and just the nature of that kind of information is going forward. Yep. But we technically have a bit more gold than we did last week, so we're not at a loss, so I'm not upset with that. We did put in 73 hours, which gave us an average gold per hour of 5,800, so which is good. So in total, we've earned 16.2 million. We have put 4,967 hours across all accounts since the War Within began. It was giving us a gold per hour average of 3.2k gold, and our total balance is 35.3 mil, which is not bad. But yeah, that's proof of gold. Thanks for watching. Oh, I'll just let the outro take it out. So see you next week, boys. Alrighty, that's it for the weekly recap. Cheers for sticking to the end. Hope you got something from it. Want more updates? Follow us on X at Goldson_TV. It's all about the journey, and remember, slow and steady always wins the race.